Welcome back to Fresh Start 101. My name is Andrew. I'm really excited about this recipe. I really enjoy it, and so does my family. It's loaded with vitamins and minerals such as A and C, and I'm talking about none other than... No, not that one. Oh man, what a mess. I'll be right back. I need to clean this up quickly. All right, that's enough of this. Let's get back to business. Just a fun fact about peppers. Does anyone know why they're different colors? What? Who said that? Yes, you're right. The longer they ripen, the more the color changes. That's usually the case. They start out as green and they could change to yellow, orange, and then the sweetest, which is red. The variety of pepper sometimes also dictates the color. So you can actually get a sweet green pepper. Today we're going to be making a stuffed pepper with chicken, mushrooms, and some cottage cheese. I think you're really going to enjoy this one. I do. So let's just get right to it.
So I'm just going to start everybody off with the ingredient list. These ingredients are day-to-day ingredients that I think most people carry, with the exception of maybe one or two of them. So I have a feeling this recipe is going to be very simple for the majority of the people. So let's just get started. What we need to start off with is to wash and dry the peppers. Then what we need to do is slice the top of the peppers off. And once we've done that, all I do is reach in and pull anything that's left inside, give the inside a rinse, and then you can place these on the pan of your choice. We can then start to cube our chicken breast. I've used 3 chicken breasts, but to be completely honest with you, I think 2 chicken breasts is more than enough for the 4 peppers. We can then drizzle some lemon, and then we're just going to give this a little bit of a mix. And at this point, we can add in 2 teaspoons of onion and garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 2 teaspoons of paprika, a teaspoon of chili powder, and of course a little bit of pepper and some salt for some taste. And then we're going to top this off with 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to give this a nice mix. And then we can just set this aside and work on chopping our 3 garlic cloves and the 1 small onion. If you don't have a small onion, you can just use half of a medium-sized onion. It'll be more than sufficient for this recipe. Once you've completed this, you can set this aside and you can work on slicing your mushrooms. I use 5 mushrooms for this recipe. I then worked on chopping the chives, and for those of you that have never had chives with cottage cheese, I have a feeling that you're going to love it. You can then heat a pan with 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. At this point, you can add in your onions and your garlic, and then you can saute this for 30 seconds. When you've done that, you can add in your mushrooms, continue to saute, and of course, once again, we're going to season with a little bit of pepper, of course, a little bit of salt, and let's not forget to put in 1 teaspoon of oregano. We can then continue to saute this for another 30 seconds, at which point we can then add our chicken. Now we're going to need to saute this chicken for approximately 2 minutes. When you've done this, it'll be time to add in the spinach. Please remember to be very generous with the spinach. As you see, when you saute it, it will reduce quite a bit. Once you've completed this and you saute this for a minute, you can set the pan aside and you can head over and mix your chives with your 2 cups of cottage cheese. Again, if you've never had this, I think that you're going to love the flavor. You can now scoop the chicken into each of the peppers, and as you notice, there's some liquid in the pan. Please don't discard the liquid. Ensure that you scoop some into every pepper. This here is the magic. This is where you get a lot of the flavor from. So once you've done this, you can top these with your chives and your cottage cheese mixture. And when you've completed that, it'll be time for them to go into the oven at 380 degrees Fahrenheit for a time of 20 minutes. Now, once they're done, time to take them out. You'll see that they've started to roast. I will give you a heads up and tell you that there's still a slight crunch to this. That's just my preference. But you still get that roasted flavor. And watch what happens when you cut into this. This is full of flavor and it's absolutely incredible. I really hope that you guys enjoy this one.
I hope everyone enjoys this recipe. I know I love it. My family loves it. It is extremely flavorful and it does pair very nicely with some quinoa. And I think next time around, we're going to tackle some quinoa, which you can start pairing with some of the meals that we've already discussed on here. And as always, please remember to subscribe, like, and comment. It goes a long way towards the channel. Thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you guys soon.